Now get ready to learn from Alexandre Airvault, co-founder and CEO of BlowBR. BlowBR is an AI-driven platform dedicated to optimizing Google Ads spending. BlowBR's intelligent agents provide real-time insights and recommendations, ensuring every advertising dollar's return is maximized. Let's welcome Alexandre and pay close attention to how AI agents can maximize every dollar you spend in Google Ads.
Hello everyone, happy to show you how AI agents can optimize Google Ads spending today. I'm Alexandre Airvault, CEO at BlowBR, and what we are doing at BlowBR is helping companies and marketing agencies to have AI agents that is helping them to optimize Google Ads spending, and I'm going to explain how it works to you with cool use cases. So first, Google Ads management is really hard to do, and it requires continuous attention because you need to continuously update the bids that you are doing for instance, keywords, and the content from the competitors can change, your customer habits as well can change, your strategy and tactics evolve over time. You might introduce new products that you want to sell, and all of that requires continuous attention, and there are many parameters that you need to consider to optimize your Google Ads spending. So for this reason, there are many different inefficiencies where you are losing money, or at least the money is not optimized in Google Ads. First, of course, Google Ads provides a very complex interface, and the data is not straightforward. So it's already, if you are a beginner or even advanced mode, sometimes it's really difficult to understand what it means and how you can use the data to optimize your spending in Google Ads. Second thing is then, as a solution, is to use a marketing agency, because there are so many parameters to use and to consider, and that the interface is really bad, is to use marketing agencies that would be experts, but then you have an intermediary where you spend your money on. And then, of course, you can spend a lot of time and effort to continuously optimize your Google Ads or try to educate yourself on Google Ads. And we see that there is kind of a logarithmic link between the time needed and the cost optimization, meaning that in a few hours you can still optimize part of the of Google Ads management, make the account setup clean, make some adjustments about how you make your Google Ads management. But then there are a lot of marginal optimizations that you need to do that have like a small incremental benefit in your Google Ads spending, but it can take a lot of time to implement. And definitely that's what AI is solving. AI in that sense is really a game changer and helping really on the optimization long term of your Google Ads management. First, because you can have continuous optimization with AI 24/7. No need of a human being in the loop and trying all the time to understand the data, interpret the data, and put in place recommendations. It can be done by AI continuously. Real-time decisions as well on bids, keywords, and ads. So it means that you are not losing time between the time that you are thinking about the solution and implementing it. Sometimes if you wait 1 week with your marketing agency to make a change, it can be like already like some costs that have been incurred are really high. So with AI, it's helping to take the problem, the issue directly when it occurs. And then you have you can automate marginal optimizations that I was mentioning over time. So really like trying to optimize everything, which is not humanly possible today, because there are so many things to consider that it's not worth it if you hire a huge team to manage Google Ads management account. And then finally, AI makes it possible either for small companies and large businesses as well. And that's really a game changer. It's not only for huge companies now that it can be used, but as well the smaller companies. So how we have done it at Blober, and how we have built our AI agents so that they can help to optimize Google Ads spending. We have provided different type of data and context so that the agent can make the right decision. First, our AI agents have access to Google Ads management tool suite. So it means that they have access to Google Ads, Google Search Console, Google Analytics, Google Keyword Planner, and all those different tools from Google Ads, which are really useful because we access through the API, so in real time, and the AI can consume the API in a real time. Second thing is we have given access as well to and collected all the best PPC and SEA practices in the world, where we have refined what are the good questions that someone should ask about SEA on the account. So definitely our AI is making this work. So all the complex questions, basic questions, and more advanced questions are covered with our AI to cover the full scope of what you need to consider with your Google Ads management. Then the third thing is that we understand competitors' ads in real time. So we have created scrappers and capabilities to browse and visualize the content from competitors. So AI can ingest this information in real time and try to adapt to what the competitors are doing to optimize your own account in Google Ads so that you are always at the top to compete with others. And then finally, we have as well a solution that can scrape the website content of any website and can replicate as well how the users would behave directly on your e-commerce platform website to understand how it is performing and what needs to be improved either on your website or in your Google Ads to optimize the process for your users. So all those things are nurturing each other to provide more data and context to know what to do in Google Ads. Now I would like to share with you some use cases that we have found with our customers. So we have today more than 100 customers in Blober that are using our solution either to reduce their costs or the time that they spend on Google Ads, which converts, of course, in money as well. And here I've collected a few examples of our customers with practical examples, so you can understand the value and how it has improved their own Google Ads spending. So the first one is like online green energy provider in France. They have about 5 million euros Google Ads budget and about 300 employees in the company. And the main issue was that the AI uncovered and brought a lot of value was that some keywords were used while they have a bad ROIs, or that they are semantically misaligned with the company objectives. So either bad return on investment or misaligned with the company objectives. Typically, this is the type of things that a marketing agency will need to take care of every week with someone who is behind his laptop and trying to understand the spending on keywords and trying to figure out whether it's interesting or not in terms of return of investment, and which is consuming a lot of time from a team to do that. So basically what we have done is our AI agent can check continuously the keywords, the spending, and understand the ROS to consider whether those keywords must be considered as negative keywords. And here you have like example for this company of a few keywords that have been found where the cost that was incurred was actually much over the cost per acquisition, which was the average for this company, and the costs that were incurred. So definitely to push them as negative keywords. And I remember as well there were some keywords that are completely unrelated in terms of semantics to the core business of the company, and those kind of things as well were spotted by AI. So AI identified negative keywords, can identify as well potential duplicates. So you can have duplicates in different ad groups from different campaigns, and when you have different keywords that are similar and are competing to each other, it means that you are spending much more than you should on those keywords, and our AI can identify that. And then it's reducing the waste on useless keyword for this customer, and the impact over the year was about 80K. So quite a big impact. Just having those agents to regularly check the negative keywords and propose to add them as negative keywords. Second use case was e-commerce reseller selling vegan clothing, so shoes, bags, clothes in general. Smaller budget, around 500K yearly budget, so 40K per month, and 50 employees. And basically for them is the AI identified that the keywords had a bad quality score, which had an impact on the CPC that they were paying. Because if you have a low quality score, or not like between 8 and 10 quality score for your keywords, it means that you are paying much more your bids, and definitely this is something that you can improve by changing the wording, the content of your page, but headlines and descriptions is a really key aspect of that. And the AI agent is working in that direction to optimize the content, optimize the quality score, that is reducing the cost, the average cost for your CPC. So in this case, we had like, for instance, black shoes in some ad groups, vegan shoes, and white shirts that had a bad quality score. And with the new headlines that we proposed and the new description from our AI agents, automatically the quality score improved, and in parallel it reduces as well the CPC. So definitely the AI identified by itself the keywords with low quality scores, and then is proposing new headlines and descriptions, so it can improve the quality score of those keywords. So the impact at the end is that it reduces the CPC for those keywords, and the impact over the year for this company was around 10K for their keywords only on this use case. So still, when we work with companies, we provide our AI agents in a very different area, as the examples I'm showing to you today. But definitely in parallel, when you add 10K plus 50K plus 100K, it's providing a lot of value in total with all those AI agents that we have created. Another example is to optimize, of course, the bid amounts. And this one is super interesting. It's an online shoe seller, so I try to use only e-commerce examples. They have a yearly Google Ads budget of 1 million, around 30 employees. They are selling shoes online, so it's kind of a reseller actually. And what we realize is that with our AI is that some keywords have bids that are too high and some too low in order to optimize the ROIs. So to optimize the margin, we realized that there are some bids that need to be increased and some bids that need to be decreased. So I put some examples here, really on the keyword bids. So for instance, Nike shoes from 15 to $10 example. Mainly because our AI has identified that there were a lot of competition, and it was not converting very well. And it understood as well that the competitors were selling the exact same shoes, those Nike shoes, in different websites at a lower price. So no interest to bid to attract potential customers where the price is higher than competitors and they are winning every time. It's like a leaking bucket you are spending money on. Second case is premium shoes, where they had a great ROS, but still the impression share was not great, and mostly because of budget. So we have a proposal to increase the budget for this specific keyword, and definitely this helped to get more customers, more people on the website with a good margin, and definitely improving the margin from the customer. So what AI has done is, first, it identified the bid optimizations to reduce costs and improve performance of keywords with potential SEO, because it can be as well that you are very well ranking with organic searches with SEO, and you don't need to spend too much with SEA, and all of that our AI agents can optimize that as well. The new bids amounts are proposed to optimize the ROS, so it reduces the cost of Google Ads campaign. And for this customer, the impact was close to 80K over the year to optimize their campaigns. So really big impact on their Google Ads budgets with those optimizations that can be done at any time and proposed by our AI continuously. And all those changes that I was mentioning in the last 3 examples I shared are definitely examples where you can download files and directly update them in Google Ads, because quite often Google Ads changes in the interface are really complex. And what we have done is the possibility to generate automatically files that you can review before pushing them to Google Ads and trying to update them if you are as well expert and you want to have the last control on what needs to be implemented. And definitely that's helping to have and confidence on the changes that are done. So definitely what I've shared with you with those use cases is taking back this logarithmic link between the time needed and the optimized cost. Most of the work that is done by marketing agencies today are mostly like a few hours spent per account, where they make a basic optimization for cost, account setup, some changes. But then there are some marginal optimizations that are not even considered for all e-commerce accounts, because it takes time, it costs money, and quite often it's not included in the support that they provide to you. And with AI, we can cover those two aspects: the basic marketing agency work, not completely yet on the strategy, what is the strategy you should use, but the basic changes as well are included in our solution. But you can as well have all the marginal optimization, which have an impact on the cost, which is quite often higher than the marketing agency work. And this can help different type of teams. Either you have a dedicated team on Google Ads in your company, or you use a marketing agency, and this can be complementary in the way that they use Blubber. So basically, what we have as a scope of AI agents, it's quite broad. I've put like three categories of our agents that we have. We have one which is related to content optimization. So basically, optimizing the content of your ads with headlines and descriptions, mostly for, of course, for search campaigns. Optimizing the landing pages, propose visual optimizations. Those are the things that are more content related, and we are adding more and more AI agents, really in this vision of continuously improving Google Ads management. And then you have, of course, keyword refinement. So finding new keyword ideas is really interesting, and we outpace definitely solutions like SEMrush with AI agents, because it can go in a very detailed selection of keywords that are related to the topic of your website or your competitors. Identification as well of negative keywords. We shared the example before. But it can be as well finding, based on the search terms of your users, how they have found some of your products, thinking whether they should be added, those search terms, as new keywords you should bid on. And AI is making this work of analyzing them continuously. So really helping on the keyword refinement is part of the long time needed work, I would say, that is not completely done by marketing agencies or teams internally, because it's really time consuming if you do it manually. And of course, bid management, optimize keyword bids, improving the quality score of keywords. We have seen this example as well, and being able to optimize the bid amount at the device location and time level, really continuously, to really optimize the bids and be sure that you are not wasting money in your bids. And the way it works in Blobber, just showing like the interface for you, is you launch an analysis on of our agents, and as a result, for instance, for negative keywords and duplicate keywords in this example, is that you get a full list of keywords here, and then you can check the reference of how the AI has found it, and you see the conversation and the chain of thought of the AI, how it has found that this keyword should be added as negative keyword. And this is really useful to really understand how AI made those different conclusions with AI agents and what was the chain of thought. And then you can as well export with Google Ads those edits, so that it's generating a CSV file that you can directly upload to Google Ads. So it makes the changes super easy for you in the end. And the way it works to connect it to Blobber, we shared initially that we connect the context of your different apps, and for your different apps, it's with the O2 connection. So in one click, you can connect them. Of course, you will need to provide some context on your company, but it's AI assisted. So for instance, you just need to fill in your website, and it's going to understand your website, trying to understand the personas that are interested in your products, and you can still amend and change that directly. It's as well asking what are your main objectives in terms of KPIs, what is the most interesting for you, to really provide recommendations and changes that are fitting your strategy. And then when you have filled all this information, you can start using our AI agents. So the onboarding takes a few minutes, I would say 5 minutes maximum, to just fill everything, and then you can start using Blobber. That's it. I've been happy to share our AI agents. Would love that you to get your feedback. If you want to try out Blobber, we have a specific offer to have 1 month free, where you can try our AI agents for your Google Ads. Would love to get your feedback and see how much you can reduce in your cost in Google Ads management, which can help as well have a better ROI. So happy to connect as well on LinkedIn. Um, I've put the link to my account where you can connect and engage as well if we want to discuss. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Alexander, for building an AI to stop wasting our Google Ads budget.